Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back. We are almost done. We're getting there. Let's try and not make it another 13-minute video today, shall we? It's getting a little bit too close to Christmas to be doing that sort of thing. It's day 22, I do believe. We have only, how many? 23, 24, and 22 left. Everything else has been deflapped. So, without further ado, let's just fucking dive into it. It's too early in the day to be given too much preamble. We'll just open the door, see what we get. Let's see if we can dodge the D6 for another day. That'd be nice. That'd be real fucking swell. Oh, we can. We actually can, although it is one we've seen quite a bit before, so it's not completely good news. Howsoever, this is a D10. Let me check the dice tray of miscalculation to see where that puts us on the running. Well, would you look at that? So, we finally have a complete set of 7. With this, I'll just move this to its right position. With this, doop, that's not a roll, by the way, that's just a placement. Don't worry. We're not doing 4. Maybe we will when we actually roll it. With that, we are finally complete on this set. Now, we'll talk more about the sets as a whole as we go on. Let's just focus on the one die for today, because this is the one that tipped the darker ones over into the winner spot. So it's only right that we give it a roll, see what the CD is, and continue. Oh, excuse me. And continue with what we've been doing thus far. So let's see. Pull you out this direction, and that'd be a 7. Now, of course, we know D10's one place is newbies, and 7. We'll see if we've had it already. 16, which we haven't had yet. Interesting. Not a new album by many accounts, but new to the collection, as has been pretty fucking consistent. Let me go grab it. One of my favorite things about the act of CD collecting and shopping in actual CD shops rather than buying online is the opportunity to take a risk, to buy something based solely on the cover or the contents that I see on the back of the box, and take a risk on it, chance my arm, see if this is going to be something that I'll enjoy. And oftentimes that has led to some of what has become my favorite music. I will walk into a CD shop, see what they have available for cheap, and if I see something that looks kind of interesting, I'll buy it. I'm opening with this for 2 very important reasons. The first is that today's CD is The Spell by Cellar Darling, a CD which I picked up based solely upon the cover, and I'm very glad that I did so. The second reason is a bit of foreshadowing. You see, we haven't seen the last D6 yet, and as we've run out of legitimate entries for the D6, we will be coming back to the concept of picking up an album randomly based solely on the cover, and the risks that are involved in doing so. That's a little bit of foreshadowing for you for what's to come when we see that D6. But let's just hope we never do, and focus on Cellar Darling, an example of picking something at random and finding a firm favorite in doing so. Cellar Darling, they're mainly metal. They're kind of proggy, sort of folky as well, but it's predominantly metal stuff. I couldn't tell you where they're from, but they're very good. And I've been enjoying this album immensely. It's bringing me back to the old days, sort of a less orchestral Nightwish, although the orchestration is still pretty rock solid. The vocals, of course, don't match in. You can't beat the classics. But it was, and I'm saying this to you now. It was solely this cover that caught my eye and made me go, "Hey, I want to own this, even if it sounds like crap. I want to own this," and I'm glad I did, because if you like your metal, and if you like a little bit of folk in your metal, you could do a lot worse than Cellar Darling. Let me tell you that for nothing. Now, as far as a recommendation goes, as dull as it may be to say the one that the album is named after, and hey, it's Nuclear Blast. That's how you know it's going to be good. Um, I'm gonna have to say The Spell. It's just a banger. It's just a solid fucking track. A lot of solid tracks on this though. I would I don't know if it would be as strong a recommendation as some of the other albums I have on here, because metal, much like country, is one of those ones you're either going to enjoy immensely or you're going to want to distance yourself from as much as possible. I have time for it, and I know a lot of people don't. So if you do, and you haven't yet listened to Cellar Darling, almost the nicest word in the English language, then yeah, you can't really go wrong with this. As I alluded to there, the nicest set of words in the English language, according to many, is cellar door. These are, of course, people who have yet to hear the phrase liquid Graham, which is my personal favourite couplet, but that's neither here nor there. I entertained myself with the guts of 2 hours at work thinking about that, thinking about how that was that was going to be my favourite set of words. As for my favourite singular word, that's facetious. It's a wonderful word, and it's also one of very few that uses every vowel in the English language, excepting Y, which isn't a vowel. It's just an excuse to use the word cry about it. But yeah, it uses every vowel in the English language in alphabetical order. And I promise I'm not being facetious. This is Cellar Darling. That was our D10. We're going to fucking finish this video before it goes on for too long, because I've already started drifting away from topic. Yeah, this is some good metal. And this finishes out a beautifully, I think, what's the best way of describing it? I've said it before about these sort of reddy, orangey black ones. They wouldn't be ones I'd pick myself if I was buying them like off the shelf. But the fact that I own them, I'm not unhappy about. And the fact that these are the first to be finished, statistically, it makes sense. This D10 would have to come on the 24th day for it not to be, and that would be quite the pull ahead from a rather lackadaisical Sparkly Boys. However, I'm glad that we've had this full set. No matter what happens in the next couple of days, we have a full set of dice. See you tomorrow, everybody. We're almost there.